Haven, it's been a while. Are you doing all right? What, Michaela? Huh? What kind of reaction is that to me? Shouldn't you be a bit more happy to hear from an old friend of yours? Well, you should understand why I'd be reacting to you like that, but since you don't, that must mean you don't remember all that you did around me back in the day. What are you talking about? Do you have a reason for talking to me again? I'd really like you to hurry this up and tell me what you want. Oh, that's right. Well then, let me get right to it. Actually, I'm pregnant with your husband's baby. What? My husband's baby? Wait, who are you talking about? Oh, come on now. I'm talking about your husband, Haven. Corbin. What? Corbin? That's right. In other words, I got a very good taste of your husband these past few weeks, and I am now carrying our baby. Hold on a second. Michaela, didn't you get married just last year or something? You were going all over bragging about how you'd be getting married to an elite from a very powerful company based in LA, right? Whatever happened to him? Oh, you're talking about that? He and I broke up. Well, I should probably say divorced, but we weren't together all too long, so it just felt like a breakup. What? Why? Why did you divorce him after all that bragging? Oh, you don't know the reason behind it? The reason for that was because I started to go out with Corbin. What? I didn't want for my last man to start throwing a fit about how I'd be cheating on him, because then he'd want something like a settlement from me. So I gave him some fake reason and then told him I was leaving. And right after that was when I got into bed with Corbin. Well, I suppose that this time I'll have to pay you some kind of settlement, but that's where Corbin will step in and help pay it off for me. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I am carrying his baby. I knew it would be something like this. How many people has it been now, Michaela? How many people has what been? I'm talking about how many people's partners have you stolen now? I happen to know around 10 people already that you've done that to. How many men are you going to steal from different women before you're done with that crap? Do you have any idea how many women you've gone and hurt already? And this time is the worst yet. You're talking about how you didn't even really steal him but slept with him and got pregnant while he is still married. You pull yourself together and stop being such a whore. Hold on. It's not my fault that I just so happen to be a very powerful woman. Huh? If you guys all don't want to be losing your boyfriends or husbands to me, then you have to become an even stronger woman than I am. That's all there is to it. What the hell? I have no clue how you're able to think of yourself that way. Oh my. So this is what happens when someone's about to be thrown away. I guess Corbin has good reason to push you aside now, and why he's decided to impregnate me. What the hell are you trying to do, Michaela? You married your last husband because of his money, but then got that divorce to come after Corbin? I honestly can't even imagine what your end goal is, or if there even is one to begin with. There isn't one, to be honest with you. The reason I stole Corbin from you is because I liked him and wanted his child. I only ever go out of my way to steal a man from someone else once I've started to like them. Well, if you want a word that describes it, let's call it my love instinct. Well, how about instead of listening to whatever love instincts you have going on there, you start to think about the ethics of what you're doing. Now, since I've gone and proved to you that I've stolen your husband, would you please take your sorry butt and move out of that gorgeous mansion for me? What? I can't believe it's already happening. I never thought I'd be able to get myself a man that would offer me such a wonderful mansion to live in. This is like a dream come true. Oh, and don't forget to divorce him when you get the chance. I don't care how much of a sore loser you want to be. Get that divorce so that you're not hampering my marriage to him. Jane, I'm expecting that a lot of this stuff will become very good evidence of Michaela having an affair, so I'm going to send you some screenshots of what she said. What's that? Haven, what's going on right now? Just a little bit ago, Michaela made it seem as though Corbin has been cheating. That's what she was saying, at least. That woman he's cheating with, Michaela, I've dealt with her in the past. And unfortunately, I don't think she's joking about what she's been saying. What? Why? It's a long story, but for some reason right now, Michaela seems to think that I'm Corbin's wife, which I'm not. And so I want to find out why she thinks that of me and learn a bit more about what's really going on with Corbin and her. Hopefully all of this benefits you in some way, and I'm sorry that this had to be brought up in the first place. Anyhow, I'm going to send you some screenshots of the talk we just had, all right? It'll be pretty long, but you should read through all of it. All right then, I'll be waiting for them. Wow, what the heck is going on with her? That's what I'd been thinking that whole time we'd been talking to one another. So, this Michaela is that same woman you'd been telling me about before? The woman who was with you in both high school and then in college and would go around stealing all of her friends' boyfriends? Yeah, that's her. I never had the misfortune of losing a boyfriend to her back then, but I never went out with any guys. I only started to go on dates and things after I graduated because that felt like the right time to wait for. But whoever thought that your own cousin would be her next target? But thank you for this. I had noticed some strange behaviors from him for a while now, and this bit of evidence will help me get started with my plan. Great. Well, do your best to end all of that, please. If you have anything you need help with from me, let me know, please. Thank you, Haven. I'll get back to you real soon on what happens next. Haven, thank you so much for getting that divorce for me. But of course, it was Corbin that went and did all the paperwork regarding the divorce, so we both just had to wait around forever while you took your time signing everything. But tell me now, why? Why haven't you left that huge mansion just yet? Actually, I was just told by Corbin today as he came rushing into my apartment that he had been kicked out of that mansion by you after the divorce. Could you hurry it up and leave that place already? My belly is only going to get larger and larger as every hour passes by, and I'd really like to spend the last bit of my pregnancy relaxing in that massive house. Oh, so the divorce has happened now? So you've gone and handed in your marriage papers at the courthouse, right? Well, that's great to hear. Huh? Congratulations. What are you talking about? If all you're going to do is just sit there sending me messages that make zero sense, then how about you use your time doing something productive like leaving that mansion for us? I am the one that's Corbin's wife now, and that means I'm one of the owners of that house. Oh? So you still haven't come around to understanding the situation you're in? What situation are you going on about? This mansion happens to be my house. What? Which means that this house is under my name. Huh? And before me, this place was once my mom's grandparents' house, which was handed down to me over time. When I was able to inherit the family company, I was also given this house. What? Also, Corbin is not my husband. He is my cousin. Your cousin? Hold on a second. But I've been inside that mansion there before. Corbin brought me along with him into that place, and there he and I made love to one another. A few times we've done that now, actually. Ah, and about that. The only reason he's always brought you here is because he's been living with me. Living with you? And as for Corbin's actual wife, she's out of the state right now for a while as part of a work transfer she was placed on. So while she's been out of the state and away from here, Corbin has been using up all his savings going out on dates with you while cheating on his wife. And, well, he used up too much of his savings and was no longer able to pay rent, which led to him moving in with me. What? And he's been here ever since, freeloading off me. I mean, he is my cousin, so I wasn't just going to kick him out and make him homeless. That's why I put him in a room on the other side of this huge house. So that's why you've been coming into my house and having an affair with him. So, the reason he and I have always been going into the house from one of the back doors is because I happen to be really, really good friends with Corbin's wife. So he was trying his very best to keep his cheating a secret from me. Hence, the back door was always your entrance, right? But once I found out from you what was going on, I made sure to prepare things to have him kicked out of here. Honestly, I'm sick to my stomach just thinking about how he'd been bringing you into my house to have sex. I know this is a bit overboard, but I'm hiring some pro cleaners to come in and clean out that whole room for me now. Hold on. In other words, this means I won't be able to live in that massive house? That's what this means. And as a side note, after what's happened here, everyone in my family is cutting ties to Corbin. So he will no longer be allowed back into my house or anyone else in the family's house for that matter. We can't go to anyone's house now? No way. It was my dream to move into a mansion like that and live out my life there. And that's why I made him get me pregnant. Well, that's a bit... I really shouldn't even say anything about that because I don't know what to say, so no comment from me. Hey, please, do you think you can allow me to live in that mansion with you? Why would I allow that? Because I've just become your cousin's new wife, right? You'll help one of your own family members out, right? Like you did for Corbin when he was in need. I told you already that the whole family has cut ties to Corbin now. But I am pregnant right now. Right now is the most important time for me to be taking care of my body and this baby. So please, I'm asking you to let me come over to that house and live with you. Well, whether I was going to allow something like that or not, pretty soon I'll be out of this mansion myself. Huh? But that place is under your name still while you're gone, right? Why can't I come live there while you're gone? Because someone else is buying this property off me. What? You're selling the place? Yep. Why would you do something like that? Well, I started to want to sell this place after I realized that my freeloading cousin was bringing in another woman to have sex with pretty often, even though he already had a wife. Back when my grandparents were still alive, they were living here as well, and they had a lot of servers and house cleaners that would come keep this place clean and comfy for us. However, now it's just me here and on occasion my parents. So that's another reason we're wanting to move out. The place is way too big for just the three of us, and we can never get around to cleaning everything. So we're selling the house. I've already found myself the next house I'm moving into, and my parents will move in with me. The place isn't all too big, nor all too small. It's the perfect size for the three of us, and we won't have to worry about so many rooms anymore. Then I'm going to steal your husband then. Good luck with that. I don't even care if he has a lot of money or not. The fact that you've gone and ruined all my plans, I'm going to make you pay for it. And I'll do that by taking your husband from you and making him mine. And considering how nice of a body I have, that'll be so freaking easy for me. Well, you'd better be ready for the day he tells you he doesn't love you anymore. And like I was saying, good luck with that, because I don't have a husband yet. What? I'm still single. I have a fiancé, though, I'll tell you that much. Then I'm going to steal that fiancé of yours from you. No, I don't think you will. We won't know until I've tried. You don't even have to try, though, to know the answer to that. He's with me right now, looking at my phone as we have this little conversation. Huh? He already knows the true kind of person that you are. And right now, he's been sitting next to me going on and on about how impossible it would be for such a toxic and shallow whore like you to steal him from me. So there you go. Huh? Also, I don't think you're in the position to be coming after me now. Why not? You just got married to Corbin, right? And you also have a baby with him coming soon. There's also the thing about how Corbin has around $20,000 worth of debt right now. $20,000? Of debt? I'm not sure how he got into that kind of debt, but it started to come up after he began to cheat on his wife with you. What? No freaking way. All of those things he bought for me on our dates. He did so with borrowed money? You'll both also be responsible for paying a settlement to his ex-wife. Huh? He still hasn't paid her any of that? You think he can pay that off when he's already in $20,000 worth of debt? For crying out loud! From what I've heard, the best way of getting that settlement paid off is to have them start taking money from your guys' income each month. So from now on, you both are going to have to try really hard not to spend any money and to work as often as you can. So that settlement, we have to actually pay that? While also paying off the debt that Corbin's already in? That's right. There's also the money he'll have to give back to his ex-wife for using some of her income to cheat on her while she was out of the state. That too? Well, yeah. You thought she'd let him get away with something like that too? Not a chance, and that's why you'll have to start helping pay that back as well. No way! What's going on here? Somehow, after all that had just happened, Corbin started to go ahead with a plan he told Michaela nothing about. He was planning to enter a new company where he had to go live on site, so the both of them ended up moving out of town together. As for Michaela's parents, when they heard about what she'd done this time, they couldn't take it anymore and told her sorry before cutting ties to her. There really is nothing else she can do now, so there's no choice for her but to stay with Corbin in the move. After having her baby, Michaela was able to get out of the house a bit and started to work a job herself to help with the debt. But only a few weeks later, and she put that baby of hers up for adoption. To be honest, that was the best choice for her baby's sake, considering right now both her and her husband are knees deep in debt still, and things haven't been looking too good for them relationship-wise. But this was the kind of life Michaela and Corbin brought upon themselves by cheating. And now they're going to have to make things work, or else their world will really begin to crumble around them. When things come to myself, on the other hand, I've been relaxing again with my parents at this new house we got while managing the family company. My fiancé is planning to move in with us pretty soon here as well, and when he does, the first thing we're doing is handing in our marriage papers. We're not going to have any huge wedding for this though, as to attract the least attention to us as possible. Because God forbid Michaela hears something about us marrying and tries to come all the way back here for my husband.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.